Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are having a great day. If you are one of those people who likes to listen to a love story, full of emotional dramas, love conflicts, and difficult challenges, told in a romantic setting with an unpredictable ending, this short story is for you. This is chapter number 1 of several chapters of the short story, under the title, As a Black Woman in Love, Don't Let a White Man Break Your Heart. So let's start telling this short love story, between a beautiful black woman and a handsome, intelligent white man in the windy city of Chicago. No one doubts that for a woman to find that ideal partner that meets all her expectations, is part of all her dreams. But, above all, that a man loves her unconditionally is part of the human need to be happy, accepted and understood. Something that we must understand is that black women are not the exception in the need to love and be loved. As a black woman in love, Do Not Let a White Man Break Your Heart, is a short love story where we will learn about the challenges, fears and dilemmas that a black woman faces when she gives her heart to a white man. In this short love story, we will narrate each of the romantic scenes associated with an interracial relationship between a beautiful black woman known as Haley Taylor, who is a well-known interior designer. She lives in an apartment in a neighborhood in downtown Chicago, popularly known as River North, and a white man named John Logan, who is the chief financial officer of an investment company, who lives in a skyscraper in downtown Chicago in a place known as Streeterville, with a beautiful view of the waters of Lake Michigan. Haley Taylor, despite the fact that she has several serious relationships that ended in failure, she has never been married or had children. On the contrary, John Logan is a divorced man with a son from her previous marriage. Both Haley and John are in the market for the perfect match, that ideal person to fill the loneliness of the lonely heart. When it comes to looking for love in a city like Chicago, there is no better place than Clark Street, and Division Street in Chicago's swanky Gold Coast neighborhood, where if you want to meet new people, single bachelor men, older businessmen from out of town enjoying the city, having a good time, listening to blue music and having a beer in a bar are the ideal places. For Haley, this weekend is the same every weekend, since she broke up with ex-boyfriend Jamal because of him cheated on her with another woman after several years of a relationship, in which the commitment of a serious marital relationship was never the center of interest. A relationship in which sex was good, but they both had different interests and looked at the world from opposite sides. When you are in an off and on relationship with a black man, cheating on another woman is part of the black woman experience. Getting over the breakup with her ex-boyfriend is something Haley is trying to fix, but several weeks later it's not time to heal that wound. Maybe that's why, even though Haley is a success in her career, her romantic life so far has been a disaster. While Haley was fixing a quick breakfast, the ringing of the phone pulled her attention out of her thoughts and she looked at the screen on which the name of her best friend, whose name is Kayla Robinson, who works in sales and promotion at a real estate agency in Chicago. Hi Kayla. How are you today? I'm fine, Haley. Do you have any commitment tonight? Kayla asks Haley. None, but right now I don't feel like going outside today. I understand you, Haley. But, it's time for you to take the first steps, to overcome the Jamal breakup. Maybe you are right, Kayla. Tell me, Kayla, what are your plans for tonight? My boyfriend and I are planning to go out tonight, have a good time, meet friends, listen to good music and dance all night, and get a little drunk. Sounds interesting, Kayla. Maybe it's something I need to get over my breakup with Jamal. Haley, after some thought, replied to Kayla, Okay sister, tonight we will meet in our favorite bar. Okay Kayla, is a date. I'll see you tonight in the same old place, where me and Jamal met when we were dating. Kayla replied, when she has heard the sadness in the voice of her best friend. Haley, cheer up. Maybe tonight, you can find the love of your life and overcome the pain of a man, who did not know how to value you as a woman, who cheating on you with another woman. Haley, tonight could change your life, if the right man comes into your life, and if not, at least you had a good time. Haley, after listening to the words of encouragement from her best friend Kayla, for some reason a smile came to her face that she hadn't had before and she said to herself, "It's time for me to continue with my life and seek the happiness that I deserve as Black woman." Moment after finishing the conversation, Haley went to her clothes, looked at the different styles of outfits she could wear, the different types of wigs that are in trend, makeup color and high heels ideal color for tonight. Haley is getting ready to enter the dating market to get a new man in her life, and tonight could be a good start, to forget the past and look to the future. Maybe feeling and looking beautiful is the first step to impressing a man, Haley thought. Haley, after getting out of the taxi, went to one of the most popular bars on Clark Street in the surroundings of Rogers Park with an optimistic look, typical of a self-confident Black woman, wearing an outfit for the occasion, sexy, extremely beautiful and above all, showing a sensuality in the way she walks, typical of all Black women with a feminine figure that attracts attention. Haley slowly enters the bar, drawing the attention of those present, especially a white man, who never took his eyes off her in appreciation of her physical beauty. But, Haley's eyes were focused on locating the table, where her friend Kayla and her boyfriend were sitting, both having a beer. Kayla noticed Haley's presence from afar. As she was waiting for her friend's arrival, she got up from the chair, raised her arms, pointing to Haley where they were sitting. Looking at the outfit Haley was wearing, Kayla said with an approving expression, "You look beautiful tonight, sister. As a Black woman, you are ready to impress and win the heart of the future man of your life." "Thank you for the compliment, Kayla, you know I need it." Kayla, looking at her boyfriend, suggested that he go to the bar counter and get a glass of beer for Haley. Looking at Haley, Kayla said with a shocked expression, "Girl, you look so astonishing tonight, especially for that white man sitting at that table. It seems that he is into you, girl." "Haley, don't turn your face. Right now the white guy dressed in a casual blue suit is looking over here and I think that look isn't directed at me." "Kayla, I have never had a romantic date with a white man." "Well Haley, there's always a first time for everything, especially when that white man doesn't take his eyes off you," with a joyful expression on her face. Haley, listening to what she says, quietly tells her friend, "Kayla, please, don't make me more nervous than I am right now. Having a one-night stand with a white man is not something I'm looking for. You know I'm still over Jamal's breakup. Kayla, something that you must understand, as a Black woman, that a white man breaks my heart too, is something that I cannot allow right now." Kayla, looking at Haley, replied, "Girl, don't be so silly. Just because a Black man broke your heart doesn't mean all men are the same." At the same time, Kayla's boyfriend came back with a glass of beer in his hand, asking, "What did I miss?" Kayla replied to him, "Women stuff, that you men never understand." Haley thanked Kayla's boyfriend for the gesture of bringing her a beer. While they were talking about how much they are enjoying the social environment, work stuff and the type of music they were listening to. For some reason, when Kayla and her boyfriend listened to the song, "Tonight is the Night to Make Me a Woman" by Betty Wright, everything stopped, they started singing the song in chorus. Tonight is the night to make me a woman. For both of them that meant it was time to dance. Kayla, looking at her best friend, sitting alone at the table, asked her boyfriend not to leave Haley without their company, but Haley insisted that they both go dance to that song that they liked so much. When they went to dance in a small ballroom, she was thinking how much she missed her ex-boyfriend Jamal. Haley, as a way to erase the image of her ex-boyfriend from her mind and have a good time, began to look around, as if wondering what she was doing here, without the company of a man. After a minute, while her best friend was dancing with her boyfriend to the song Tonight is the Night, she noticed without looking that someone was approaching the table where she was sitting alone, something that was normal for men to approach to a woman alone in that bar, and more when a woman does not have a man by her side. Haley, talking to herself, "Please don't let it be that white man, who was looking at me when I was walking into the bar." As a black woman, never let a white man break your heart. It's an idea that dominates Haley's thinking at the moment, and more with how vulnerable she feels tonight. "Hello, miss, excuse me for introducing myself, my name is John Logan. From my table I noticed that you don't have the company of a person by your side, and the couple that accompanies you are dancing a song for those who like blue music." Haley, with a friendly tone, replied that her friend and her boyfriend are fans of Betty Wright's music, especially the song, Tonight is the Night. Perhaps it is one of the reasons why they sometimes choose this bar to have a good time. Looking at John Logan, a handsome white man, who at first didn't take his eyes off her, Haley asked him, "It's the first time you've come to this place?" "I really couldn't say yes." John, looking Haley in the eye, asked her, "Could I know your name?" She replied in a soft voice, "My name is Haley Taylor." As an act of courtesy, Haley, accepting that Kayla could take a long time dancing with her boyfriend, moved the chair from the next table and asked John to sit next to her, to talk more comfortably. Haley, as a way to learn a little about John Logan, "Could I ask you what you do for a living?" "I work as Chief Financial Officer in an investment company." "How about you, Miss Haley? Please John, call me Haley." "I work as interior designers in a real estate construction firm." "Tell me, John, what are you doing a businessman in a place like this?" "I was trying to please an out-of-town businessman who wanted to know a little about Chicago nightlife." "John, forgive my indiscretion, for being so direct, but are you a married man with children?" "I am a divorced with only one child, who is in the care of his mother, my ex-wife." "How about you, Haley, are you married, or are you romantically involved with someone?" "Right now I don't have a boyfriend and I've never been married, but I don't have kids either." At that very moment Kayla and her boyfriend arrived at the table. Kayla felt very happy when her best friend Haley was in the company of a man, which could be an indication that she was getting over her ex-boyfriend Jamal's heartbreak. Haley introduced Kayla and her boyfriend to John as a way to talk more friendly, and to enjoy together the happy atmosphere that the bar offered at that moment. John went looking for the same type of beer that everyone was drinking, as a sign of being part of the group. For the reason that the environment demands, when the song, "We Didn't Start the Fire," by Billy Joel began to be heard, both Kayla and her boyfriend began to dance, and Haley, to enjoy the moment, asked John to invite her to dance that song. He told Haley that he wasn't good at dancing. Haley told him in a low voice that she didn't know how to dance rock and roll either. He just had to follow the steps of the group to the rhythm of the song. Everyone danced and sang the song at the same time, where knowing how to dance or sing was not the requirement, just enjoy the moment. For a long time, Kayla had not seen Haley so happy with another man after breaking up with her ex-boyfriend Jamal. It was worth it, tricking her best friend and inviting her to a place where she could start leaving behind the sufferings and bad memories of a previous relationship. Is John Logan a white man who never took his eyes off Haley, the love of her life? Nobody knows that. But right now both Haley and John are enjoying a moment that could change both of their lives, and more so when we talk about an interracial relationship between a black woman and a white man. They both dance this song, "We Didn't Start the Fire," by Billy Joel as a couple, which they have known forever, smiling, talking to each other, laughing at the out-of-date way they danced, where fooling themselves was the least they cared about. In that moment of joy, Haley was the center of John and John was the center of Haley's attention. Perhaps both of them were beginning to start the fire of love, which for some time had been extinguished. As soon as the song "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel was over, both couples returned to the table. Kayla, looking at Haley, suggested her with a sign that only women know. Kayla told her boyfriend that she had to go to the bathroom in the bar. Haley apologized to John for accompanying her friend and leaving him alone with her best friend's boyfriend. Inside the ladies' room at the bar, Kayla asked Haley if she liked John's company. With a smile, she told her that John was an attractive, intelligent man, but above all he was a nice guy. Kayla, with a sexy smile, then she asks, "That means you like John as a man?" Haley answered yes, but with some reservations about the real reasons why John, a financially stable white man, was attracted to a black woman like her. Kayla, looking at Haley in her eyes, then she asked, "As your best friend, I have to ask you a question. When you look at John, you are comparing him to your ex-boyfriend Jamal and think that John, a white man who doesn't take his eyes off you all night, will also cheat on you with another woman?" No, it's not that, Kayla. It's just that I'm not ready to start a new relationship, my heart still aches, the breakup with Jamal. Kayla, something you must understand, Jamal was a good for nothing for you, who cheated on you with another woman and you know it. As a black woman you must overcome a previous failed relationship and rebuild your life with a man who respects you, loves you and wants to be with you. Maybe John could be that man. I know, Kayla, but I feel that both John and I are just looking for a rebound relationship to overcome the pain of the breakup of a romantic relationship that did not work out. Haley, maybe what is happening with you tonight with the arrival of John in your life, could be something good for both of you. If you as a woman learn to leave the past behind and look to the future with joy. Haley, after hearing the words of her best friend, with a certain happiness on her face, told her, "Thanks, Kayla, I wouldn't know what to do without your advice from a friend like you." After that conversation between best friends, both Haley and Kayla returned to the table where their best friend's boyfriend was. And John, that white man, who never took his eyes off her. As a woman she felt that for some reasons he was attracted to a black woman like her. And she doesn't know why. A moment later everyone was talking friendly and drinking beer. Barry White's song "I've Got So Much to Give" began to play. John took Haley's hand as a sign to dance to that song, heading to the center of the ballroom. John took Haley in his arms, his body next to hers, moving to the rhythm of the song. They both looked into each other's eyes with a look that inspired love at first sight, but also of hope. Haley, at that moment, began to feel loved, desired, and appreciated as a woman again. With her head resting on John's shoulder listening to Barry White's song, "I've Got So Much to Give," Haley began to feel again what it means to be in love and to be loved. If you make it to the end of this video, thank you very much. If you want to know the relationship between John, a handsome white man, and Haley, a beautiful and successful black woman, is it a serious long-term relationship? Both are using each other to overcome a previous failed relationship, in which they still feel emotionally attached to the person from a romantic breakup rebound relationship, or is it one night standard product of desires, physical attraction and the passion of the moment? In chapter number 2 you will know the answers. If you like this type of content, please subscribe to this channel and leave your comments.